In this section, we're going to be diving into understanding work ethics in a tech firm. Um, this is a very important topic because you know I know most of you might be new in a tech organization, or you're still new, or probably maybe this is your first time of working. Maybe you have been freelancing all your life, and this is your first time of deciding to take up a role and work in an organization. So it's very important to pay attention to this, and it's something you already know. Just like I told you earlier in the when we started in the first section, what we are doing is just to remind you of the things you already know, and to emphasize on it, and to also hit it like how you hit nail on the head, to hit you that tell you that these things are important though. You understand? These things, oh, even though you might be taking them lightly before, okay, you know about these things, you're taking them lightly before, they are not things that you should take lightly. These things are very important because the success and the growth of your company might depend on that. You get? So that's why we are bringing this to you. So let's start by understanding what work ethics is. We have here that work ethics are a set of values and principles that guide how we behave and do our work, including integrity, accountability, professionalism, respect, commitment to what? Quality. Are you seeing all this virtue I am pointing out here? It's very important you know about all these things, and you pay attention closely to them as we are moving into this career path. Integrity is very important. How do people see you? What can people talk about you? What are you known for? You understand? So when you come into a workplace, just like I mentioned earlier, leave something good behind. Don't be that person when you are leaving the office and people are rejoicing that you're leaving. You guys have witnessed certain such things. Somebody is leaving a place and everybody is rejoicing that that person is leaving. Don't be that person that people are just rejoicing that you are leaving a place like they are tired of you. They don't even people are secretly reporting you. Just get this person out of here. We are tired of him. You understand? So you have to be mindful of the things you do in your workplace, and it could affect you in your lifetime because you don't know who is watching. You don't know who is watching. I'm here today and I'm lecturing you guys because someone met me somewhere and the person saw me and he was okay. And that's why he was able to refer me here to come here to talk to you guys today. So I wasn't here just randomly. It's because of my past record. You understand? So whatever you are doing, I pointed this out in the first lecture. Be mindful of what you are doing. If you know that thing that okay, I won't be able to do to myself, don't do it somewhere else. People are watching. It might look like people are not watching. I know a lot of people say, nobody sent you. It's a lie. People are watching. The day you will know that people are watching is the day that you have a chance to tell them, okay, tell me about myself, and they will tell you about yourself, and you see that people are actually watching. So you have to be very, very accountable. Hmm? Accountability is key. There are people in the office that anything they can't they are still in the office because of one or two things that they are just fulfilling one or two roles. Because these kind of people they are not accountable. Like the management is just looking for a way to just get rid of them. You understand? There are people like that in different offices that just, oh, this person, we can't work with this person. Just with time, we'll just get rid of him. Let's look for a replacement. Once we see replacement, he's out. Because you cannot hold this person accountable for anything. He's always cutting corners. He's always cutting, always looking for way. Please don't be that person. People are watching you. People are really, really watching you. So if this is your first time of going into an organization to work, if you have been freelancing since, whatever attitude you have before, I think you just need to guide yourself. You need to look at yourself and sit yourself down, tell yourself, okay, I'm in a new environment. I need to do better. I need to give out my best. Because of tomorrow, you don't know where you find yourself. You don't know, it could be your colleague tomorrow will say one thing about you that will cause you to be promoted. So, but if you don't give them the reason why you need to be promoted, they will keep talking bad about you, and you might end up being fired or laid out of the company because there's nothing, no good feedback. So, try your best. Professionalism, there's a difference between being perfect. You understand? Then you have to put professionalism in everything you do. You are now working in an organization. This is a corporate organization. You have to look at what are the best practices. That's why I say you need to go. Most tech people just, especially programmers, they just do their things. They don't send, but it's not right. You understand? Especially those that work in remote jobs. But when you work in an organization, you work in an office, you have to follow certain rules. There are rules you have to obey because those rules are what makes that company what it is. You understand? You have to follow certain rules. You have to be what? Professional in what you are. You're dealing with the company and their customer. Yeah, there's some people you meet in certain places, the way they will treat you, you will not want to deal with that company again. You don't want to deal with, like, they lack zero professionalism in their attitude of dealing with their customer and even their fellow colleagues in the office. Let that not be your story. People are watching. A lot of people are watching. So the way you talk to people matters a lot. The way you attend to people matters a lot. The way you receive your calls will determine if a customer will want to listen to you or want to come back tomorrow. The way you respond to customers, are you doing that with professionalism or you're just casually doing it? You're a digital marketer, people reach out to you through social media. How do you attend to them? Do you see the message and say, "Oh, I'm busy now. Let her attend to this"? And when you are coming back to attend to the person have already gotten what he or she wants from another vendor. And as you are coming to his DM, you just send you a message say, "You guys are not serious." And indeed, you guys are not what? Serious. Because he sent a message 1 hour, he's not getting a response, and it doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you get. So I hope you guys are hearing me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good, good. So you have to put level of professionalism in whatever you are doing, especially as it relates to your firm. You are now working in a corporate organization. It's not how you treat things as a freelancer you should be treating things anymore, because what you are the image of the company. You are the image of the company. Whatever you are doing is not you that people are seeing. The people are seeing the company through you. You understand? So whatever image you put out there is the image the people will see about the company. They will not even know you. because probably maybe you'll be attending to people using the company's social media name or whatever. Nobody knows you in person, but the way you attend to matters there will now tell people, oh, this company doesn't have any respect or integrity or whatever level of professionalism in their dealings with their customer, and you'll be chasing away customer without even knowing you are doing that. Respect, very important. In work environment, respect your colleagues, respect your people are above you. It's very important. You understand? People are watching the way you treat people, the way you respond to people, the way you answer people. You come in the morning, the way you greet, just walk in, you go and sit on your desk. It doesn't. That's not how it's done. You understand? So you have to sit up. If you have, like I said, if you have a bad character, like when you are coming into a corporate, just drop the bad character in the doorstep, then walk in. Then when you are done for the day, you can pick up your bad characters and go home. It's normal because there's no two ways about it. You must blend in. You must blend in, definitely. You have to. So if you're somebody that you don't like respecting people, is naturally is your character, is your habit, you as you are coming in into the office or you are engaging with your colleague, or you have to drop that character. X. And when you are done with the affairs of the company, you can pick up your character and do whatever you want to do. But once the image of the company is concerned, you have to apply professionalism in it. You have to have this is way to attend to a customer. This is the best approach. This is the best way to attend. This is the best way. You understand? Customers are right. Yes, they are always right. Even when the customer is raising the voice on you, you just have to keep quiet. Don't show the person that you also know how to talk. You go to bank, you see most times when you go to bank, you see people shouting, breaking. You see all the staffs keeping quiet, watching at the person. Maybe later on they will just call the manager. The manager will just come to the person and talk to the person, take the person to the office, offer the person some, you know, these are corporate organizations. This is how things are done. So when you find yourself in the marketplace, you can be whatever you want to be. But once you step into your in a corporate organization, you have to behave like one. Are we together? Can you guys still
Yes,
hear
sir.
me? Yeah. So you have to be committed to quality. Hmm? You have to be what? Committed to what? Quality. That's it still has to point with professionalism. Whatever you are doing, make sure you are giving the best. Just like I mentioned earlier in the first training, make sure you are giving the best in the company. You understand? This company you are working for, whatever image you put there, whatever thing you do, it will stay in you forever. It's either a positive something towards you or a negative. You understand? So make sure if a task is given to you, give it your best. It might take time. There's a certain work you give to somebody and you come, okay, maybe let's assume that I give you a task now to execute in 2 days. But the way I see you doing that thing, and I see the level of quality you are giving to the person might extend the task and say, okay, we need this quality. Let's extend this thing. Let's allow this person to get this quality he's looking for. You understand? So make sure that you are not the kind of person, okay, quantity. There's people that just want to give quantity. Let us say, oh, we have a lot of people. Okay, let's assume now you are running ads to bring customer to drive uh, traffic to the site. Then you will not narrow down to filter out the right audience that's supposed to visit. You just randomly run advert because you know definitely people like to click on ads. Once anybody see ad, they will just click on it. Then You will come now, they will see like 50,000 visits. And when they come to registration, nothing is there because you didn't actually take your time to filter out the people that are not need that doesn't need that advert you are doing. There are people that are supposed to see that ad. There are people that are not supposed to see it. But if you just come based on because you just want to get, oh, let them praise me that 1 million people came and you just randomly do everything, you find out that at the end of the day, when the actual result is pulled out, you find out that you have done nothing. You'll be telling them, oh, I was able to pull 1 million traffic to the website, but we are not seeing any convert. So it still makes no sense. You understand? So be committed to quality, not quantity. Make sure that you put in the right thing, do the right research, do the right, follow the right principles, get the right thing done. And even if it's one or two persons you get, you within yourself, you are happy that you did the right thing. Okay? They help create a positive, productive, and trusted work world environment. Now, when you have all this virtue, when you have all this quality in you as a person, you understand the working atmosphere becomes productive. There will be positive energy around. There are people that, like in my firm now, once I come into my organization, I just there's this vibe I come with. I make sure that everybody is happy. Like it's a must. You must be happy. Like even if you are having a bad day, I must do something that will make you to laugh. Like just to bring that atmosphere I want. You understand? Don't be that person that walk into the office, then everywhere just moody. You just throw in one kind of vibe, like you just spoil every mood. Like doesn't make sense. So make sure you come with a positive energy. So like I said, wherever thing that is happening to you, drop it on the door. Walk in, do whatever you want to do. As you're going, pick up your bad energy or whatever. Yeah, people definitely have bad days, but it shouldn't be because you're having a bad day, you have to spoil the whole organizational mood just because you're having a bad day. So, like in the last this thing we had, I say you should what? You should is it act like a lady or think like a lady and act like a man, right? Am I getting it right? So that should be your motto. That should be what you are following. Because a man now, one thing with a man now, a man will be having a bad day. Hmm? You will never know he's having a bad day. He might be going through stuff that is weighing him down, but he will never show you that thing through his facial look. He will still come out, laugh with the boys, drink, and have a good time. But when he goes back to his closet, he can now cry or do whatever he wants to do. So be that same person. Knowing that once you come in with a bad energy, you are going to affect everybody because there are people that your look alone can make somebody not to, you know, the person will just his own mood will change. I don't know, you guys know about this I'm talking about. Like you meet your friend now and the person is just moody and automatically you start being moody for the day. So this is not something that is healthy for the organization. So you have to be conscious of all those things. That you're having a bad day doesn't mean that you should make everybody to have a bad day too. So you can have a bad day and take your time and sit up and do what you need to do just for the sake of what? For productivity, for the sake of the company to make things move the way it's supposed to be. Because you know that once you let everybody know that you're having a bad day, it might affect the level of productivity for the day. I hope I'm making some sense. Are you guys still hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why do work ethics matters in a tech environment? So we often work on projects that impact thousands of what users. You understand? So do you know that in a project now, somebody's mood can be, you can tell the mood of a person through his handwork or something he did. Like, let's assume now you are working for a firm and you are not happy doing the job. Somebody gave you a project to do for the person for him, and you're not happy doing that thing. Do you know that there's a high chance that your unhappy state will be seen on that product? We'll see on the finished result of that product, because when you are not doing that thing with your whole heart, you find out that you might not be paying attention to certain things you need to pay attention to. You might not be doing certain things the way you're supposed to do because you're not happy doing it, because you're not concerned doing it. So that's why I said, when you find yourself in any organization, no matter how much they are paying you, give your best. It's better that you don't give you quit the job than not giving your best. Just like I told you guys, I don't like, going for employment work. But if I ever accept to work for you, you will know I came. Is a must that you will know that I came to your organization. There's no two ways about it, because my whole mind, my whole self, I'll bring in my best to it. So be that person that wherever you find yourself, you want to leave a mark, you want to leave something. You are working for people. You are not. You are this project you guys are doing. It's not you that is going to be using it, even though you guys will be buying stuff. But the greater percentage of people coming into the platform are other people who doesn't know you, and they don't care if you're not happy when you are building this, or you are rude, or they just want the best. They just want the best, and that's why the company is employing to give them the best, so that when their customers is engaging with the services you are giving, they are happy, they are fulfilled, they are satisfied. Because of what? They want to come back again, because they want their customer to come back. It's not after their first interaction the customer disappears. So everybody wants to have what? A returning customer, a customer that comes again because he's getting the right services, he's getting the right attention, he's getting a prompt response. Person is chatting immediately, you are responding. Even if you are not responding, you make it professional. There are some people you go, they will tell you that this is our hour of replying to messages, and it sounds professional. Maybe the person is chatting you by 8 p.m. and you already, once the person is coming in, the person is already seeing that, oh, you guys only respond to messages within this hour, and immediately is that hour you are just coming to the person's DM. It makes the person feel like, wow, these people know what they are doing. I don't know if you get. So these are some of the things you guys need to work on. If you don't know about it before, I'm telling you now, it matters a lot, because the product you are building, you're not building it for yourself, you are building it for people to use, and you have to give in your best. Mistakes or shortcuts can cause real damage, data loss, downtime, security breach, or bad user experience. These are reasons why work ethics matters. Hmm? Because one small mistake can cause a big damage for the entire um, platform. Don't you see why most of the time when people call up MTN or this banking system on social media, they quickly respond and even ask the person to come to their DM. They want to sort the matter immediately because of the image of the company. Because if they allow that one stuff to linger, it will cause a lot of harm for them, because you know how people can be very emotional. Somebody will say, I put 1 million in my Zenith bank account and it's gone. and the person will just come to social media and post that thing. That's why you see most of the time this social media, this company, they quickly respond to such thing and attend to the customer immediately. That's why you see people use those tricks to sort out their issues. Maybe they're having issue with a particular firm. They'll just come to social media and post it because they know that the image of the company is at stake immediately. Because the company will do everything to attend to that issue immediately so that it will not linger. You understand? So you have to put in professionalism in whatever you are doing and make sure that your customers are always satisfied. Make sure the customers are always satisfied and they are feeling secured, that their data are not, tampered with. A lot of things are not just, you know, going out of hand. So you have to ensure very well that you're giving the best. So tech work often involve team collaboration, transparency, and what? Ownership. Just like I told you before, you cannot, tech firm is not a something of one person. That's why all of you are here. And there are still many other, team members that are not even in this meeting that I have encountered before with. You understand? There's a lot of people working together to actualize something. So there's always need for collaboration. There's always need for you guys to come together. And you cannot be, someone who have, kind of attitude, and you won't do well in a collaborative environment. So that's why you need to work on yourself. If you are somebody who is having issues communication, there are people that are like that. Just like the last meeting we had, someone was asking me how does he or she communicate. You understand? You already know that you're not communicating. What are the things that you are not doing? You start doing the opposite. You don't know how to reach out to people. You don't know how to ask questions. You start doing those things. That's how you start doing things that you're not doing. You understand? You walk into the office arena with a bad mood. You change that, and you wear a smile on your face. When you're coming, people are laughing, and nobody is trying to know what is wrong with you today. You understand? So these are ways you can what improve on yourself because of the well-being of what the organization, so that everybody will be in sync. So be transparent, be reliable, and take ownership of whatever any task they are giving to you. Take ownership. Just I keep mentioning that thing. Take ownership of whatever any role you find yourself. Be in charge. Be in charge. Like, oh, this is my property, even though it's not your property. But at that moment, let it be your property. Because if you have that mindset, you give in your best. You will definitely give in your best. Because nobody will want his own thing to spoil. So that's why you have to take ownership and say, oh, now I am here. This is mine. This is my domain. This is my place. And you give in your best. A strong ethical culture builds trust within customers, colleagues, and what? Partners. If you are rude, if you don't respect people, if you are always moody, you understand, it will tell. It will tell on your face, it will tell on your interaction with others, it will tell on how you attend to customers, both online and what offline. We know some of the places when you go, you meet somebody, you'll be wondering why you came here. Like sometimes you walk into some hospital, you'll be wondering, some of these people, were they even hired? Like, did anybody interview them before they started doing this job? They are so rude. They are so you understand? It's just that sometimes people, some of those places, when people don't have alternative, they just keep going there. But if people have alternative, they won't step their foot there. So now you find yourself in a competitive environment where there's a lot of people doing what you are doing. You don't even need to spare a thing. You have to give in the best because you know that it's the image of the company, the customer, everything is at stake. Okay. So key elements of work ethics in tech: accountability, hmm? Taking responsibility for our work and what decision. You have to what take responsibility for what your work and decision. Like last time I talked about being responsible for anything you are given. Be that person that people want to give you tasks, people want you to be in charge of a task. There are people there are people that will be working in organization all the time, all over their life in organization. They are always working under somebody. Nobody has ever tell them to okay take charge of this thing, do it, and people just ignore them and allow them to do it because they don't trust them. They don't trust they will be you need to be guiding them before they will do what they ought to do. So don't be that person that you need to be pushed around. It doesn't help you as a person. And there's when you come to that level and people know that we cannot even uh, assign something for you and you will stand by it and do it and give report. You find out that they'll be pushing you up and down. You just be attaching yourself to people. Even sometimes you find new intake coming in doing the things that you're supposed to do. They will be leading you that is old in the company are supposed to be the one in charge control because you have never shown that you are capable. You might be good at what you are doing, but you don't take responsibility for whatever you do. You just do it casually. You always want somebody to come and direct you, tell you what to do, push you around. So it's how you make your bed, that is how you lie on it. You understand? If you tell the company that you're capable enough, they'll even be looking, oh, this person is good. We can trust him with this. Okay, do this. Everyone will just let you do it and you give reports. Wow, this is amazing. Then when they're having their meeting, we need to promote this person. We need to keep this person. This person is good for us, so we don't need to lose him for any other company. Let's keep this person. You'll be getting promotion. So communication, keeping teams updated, asking questions when unsure. Communication is key. I said we have just a full package for that. We'll still talk about that, but I'm still mentioning it. Communication is very important. Don't be that person that after doing something you be waiting for people to come and ask you for update. Okay, let's assume now they ask you, please go and fix there's this button is not good, go and fix it up. You go and fix the button up, then you just ignore. You will not even tell them that I'm done fixing the button, please can you check it up, is it okay? You just ignore. Okay, run Facebook ad, target this country. You just do it finish, and 1 week, 2 weeks, you have not even given report of what you have done. You are waiting until they ask you before you give an update. You understand? And probably there's something pressing or something that is happening. You don't want to ask question. You just blindly start doing something without even consulting. You'll be putting the company in trouble. And it might be incurring expenses for them. So make sure you avoid all these things. These are some of the things that people do all the time. So if that's how you are raised, you know that you're not working in a corporate organization, things have to change. Your The reason why corporate organization is functioning well is communication. The CEO within a year might just visit the office just once, but he knows everything happening in the office. He knows who comes in, he knows who goes out. Why? Communication. He's getting updates, feedbacks, 247. So, but if now you are not giving your own side of the feedback, you see something is lacking. You see that your angle will not be going well. You understand? So, quality mindset, testing, reviewing, and aiming to do it right, not just fast. And this is also important. I mentioned this earlier. Please, that's where I talk about, you know, quality over quantity. Sometimes the way you are doing something may prompt someone to tell you, please, I will extend the time for you. Okay, your deadline is 2 weeks, make it 4 weeks. Just give me this quality. I like what you are doing. So it's not every time you have to be fast, 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 except of something you have already mastered doing. You can do it fastly. But if there's a new challenge that comes in and you know that there's a better way to do it instead of the other ways you guys normally used to do it, that will give the company, you tell them that I need more time to give you guys the best. You understand? So always aim to do it what? Right. Because what you are doing is not for the house, it's not for your colleague, because maybe your colleague is not concerned whether you do it right or not. Your colleague will say, oh, this is nice, oh. But you have to know within your mind that I'm not doing this for my colleague, oh. I'm doing it for people out there. How would these people see this thing when it comes out? And I'm not doing it for my own personal self. Okay, it pleases me. Does it please others? So these are questions you have to ask yourself. So that will now give you a quality mindset so that you always aim to get the right thing, the best version, the best of the best, because already know you are in a competitive market. And if you don't give the best, people have done whatever you are doing. So you have to add more value, add more ingredient to your own to make it look different from other people and special as well. So respect, valuing everyone's contribution, both the developers, the support team, the design team, the admin. Respect everybody's opinion and their contribution. Don't bash people. No matter how, no matter how senseless or their contribution, just allow them to land. Allow people to land. When they have landed, okay, you might say, okay, this is nice, but we can do it the other way around. Then the person will feel, okay, I'm still part of what is happening. Tomorrow the person can air their opinion. Maybe you are superior to the person. The way you treat them is not only people that your subordinates should respect, you that are superior to someone have to respect them. Because if you don't respect them, they will they will now be depending on you totally for everything, and the workload will be even much on you. Maybe there are people under you, and because of the way you are treating them, they are scared. They cannot even think for their own self. They cannot do things for their own self. They are always depending on you, because anytime they do anything, it's trouble, it's problem. They make contribution, problem. They advise, problem. So you don't have to be that person. You have to. This is a corporate organization. This is a corporate organization. You have to allow people to air their view, and you, even when you are responding to them, even when you know that what they said is not in line, you praise them first by saying, "Wow, that's nice, but we have better way to do it." Simple, and everybody will still feel that sense of belonging. Oh, we are still part of what is happening. So that nobody will start feeling, oh, I'm no more welcome here. And it will start affecting productivity. And it's not every time you'll be available to direct or to tell people what to do. You have to, be in a team where people can work independent of their self, think critically for themselves, bring up idea for themselves. Maybe there's something that is happening, or there's an issue going on, and there's nobody there. They can easily think for themselves and fix the issue even before you are coming in, and they will now be giving you reports. So it's always better that way. Confidentiality and data ethics, handling users and company data responsibly. sharing users information. You understand? There are sometimes in my organization, people would randomly just come. I know these are my competitors. They will start asking me certain question, certain personal question. At the moment, I'll be like, um, I'll just pretend I'm not the one in charge. I'll tell them that sorry, I think you have to talk with our boss. Immediately I say that thing, the person will just move on. So you have to be very conscious of how you leak data, especially that of users and your what the company. So your competitors might trick you to ask you for sensitive information about the company, and if you are not aware, you sell out the company's secret ingredients or something that's making them their selling point. Every company have their selling point, and your competitors will definitely keep sending people in to spy and to know what is happening there. Sometimes people will even be going deep to tarnish the image of the company just for you to lose customer, for them to now gain those customers. You understand? Someone can even come and befriend you and say, hey, you are working in this company. Yes, you don't even know that it's a spy. The person will start telling you, how do you guys do this thing? Oh? Can I have the password? I can help you do this thing. And you are not sensible enough to know that this person is just trying to have access. Then the person will just have and do something that will affect the company's image. So, common challenges and ethical responses. Now, you might have a situation where you have a tight deadline. You understand? Discuss realistic timeline instead of what cutting corners. Sometimes you might be asked to do a task, and that task you are asked to do, you know very sure that the deadline they gave you for the task is not enough. Instead of you cutting corners and doing something that will bring up issue in the future, discuss it. Tell them that this thing is not achievable within this timeline. That you have checked it from your own professional angle. That is not something that you can be able to actualize. You understand? So finding a colleague's what mistake, report constructively, help to fix the issue. Don't be that person that when somebody make a mistake, you be like, you always do this thing all the time, all the time. You don't know how to do anything. All these things, you'll be killing the morale of that person. And it's not good, especially if it's someone that is below you. You just keep killing the morale of the person. You find out, just like I said before, the person will constantly depend on you. And the worst thing that will do is that somebody is depending on you for everything. The productivity level will be so low in the firm. Go to those firms that you find out that everybody is depending on the boss to make decision. You find out that things doesn't move very well. So why you are getting this training, why you are being trained, is for you to act on your own. Sometimes, okay, now you get the minimum information. You have this. Okay, we're supposed to do this. You should be able to work with that information without anybody even looking, and yet you get the right result, and you do it perfectly. You mustn't wait to be pushed around before you can execute something or to make something done. You need to have this mind of your own that, oh, I can be able to do this though. I can give it my best. I can do it the best way, best practice. And you follow it and you achieve it. Access to what? Customer data. Use only when necessary and follow what? Policy. It's not because there's somebody, your friend is registered in your organization, and probably you don't know the person's age before, you start going to pull data from your database just to know the person's age for your own personal use. It doesn't make sense. Such things now, if the company do, they can even sue you for that. You know, in Nigeria now, people don't even do, but there's some people you do that with, they will sue you and you pay heavily for bridging, you know, and it can even put the company in trouble. When you look at Facebook and some of the issues they are having, it's because of data issue they are having. Sometimes the customer a third party will ask them for users information to push advert to users, and they will not go through the right procedure. You understand? Tomorrow that this company got my detail and are sending me message. You understand? And they will now start investigating. They will even sue the company because you are the only company I gave out my data to. How come my data went out? I don't know about this company. How are they reaching out to me? You understand? So it's very, very important that you know that, you know, you don't have to go and start accessing customers data without, proper, procedures. So disagreeing in meetings, share your view respectfully and listen to what others. So if you guys are having discussion in meeting, or there's an issue coming up, you guys need to share your views respectfully. You don't need to start, taking it personal. This is more like this is a meeting. This is a meeting, and everybody has their own opinion. So you have to listen to other people, and you shouldn't impose your own opinion on them. So, and you don't need to take anything personal. So let us be conscious of that as well. So work ethics apply to all roles. Whether you are in customer support, honesty in communication, respect for customer privacy is very key. So with the knowledge of this work ethic, you have to understand that you have to be honest in your communication so that people don't think that, you don't keep to your words. You have to also respect your customer privacy. Very important. Okay, IT and dev, secure coding, accurate reporting is very key. You understand? With the work ethics as your skill, you need to know that your code have to be secure. So you have to take your time to write your code and make it secure, and also report accurately. So for the marketing team, truth in campaigns and data usage. Yeah, I rightly told you guys that sometimes people might just go and forge data, yeah, or get fake bot data and present to their to the management team. Sometimes I've seen cases where, due to pressure, the management team they wanted a particular product to have more views and engagement. So the people in charge tried their best. They couldn't get much of the engagement and the views. They sought out to buy bot views and engagement. So you make sure you don't do that. That's not good work ethics, because you'll be giving your team wrong data, and they'll be thinking that they are making progress whereas they are not. So the hedges and finance, fairness and confidentiality is very important. So ethics connect everybody. So once there's ethics within the work environment, the fact that everybody knows their different position and know what to do and they are doing it. So good habits that build work ethics. Double check work before delivery. Always double check your work. If they are giving any task to do, make sure you double check it before you deliver. So don't just jump into things and go your way. Document changes and share knowledge. It's very important to document what changes. If there's anything you do, you document it because of references. Then also share knowledge, very important. Don't hold knowledge. You were able to fix something and your colleagues are asking, how did you were able to fix it? You'll be telling them you don't know. You just touch one thing and it started working. That's not how things are done. Tell them what you touched and to, they will be able to know tomorrow. In case you are not in the office, they will be able to fix it. But some people don't want to take the glory all the time. They want to be the one taking the glory. They want to be the one praised. They want to be the one seen. So this is not there's no competition in the work. You don't need to compete with everybody. You guys are a team. So the major goal is you guys working together, achieving, actualizing the visions of the company. So it's not about being standing out. So you standing out in a team doesn't make you better. That means the team is weak already. You understand? So share knowledge, tell people what you know in case the day you are not around. What if you fall sick? Okay, you are the boss, you are the one in charge, you are the one whenever you are around, things are going well. What about the day you are not around? What happens? So these are things you also need to consider. Respect working hours and colleagues. Please stop doing African time and all these things. And during work hours, you should leave every other thing and focus on your work hours. You understand? It's not during work hours you'll be attending to other issues that does not concern the company. It doesn't make sense. So keep learning new skills and tools. Very important. You have to keep updating yourself so that you stay relevant. The world of tech is changing. New technologies are coming, new tools are coming on. So if you don't update yourself, you become outdated. So admit mistake early and learn from it. Very important. So if there's anything you didn't do properly, you admit you didn't do it properly. You understand, and learn from it. So there's nobody's going to kill you for that. You understand? You acknowledge it and you're money. Then everyone knows that you're a human being. You can make mistakes. It's part of it, but don't make costly mistakes like that. But your mistake should be the one that is considerate. You understand? So it's very important we note all these things as good habits. So fun fact about tech and ethics. Some big data breach started with small ethical lapses, weak passwords shared internally. And these are things you people need to be conscious of as well. Sometimes maybe during development, you guys just created a random password that you guys use around that people can easily memorize. And within the process, you guys forgot it. Maybe even when they launched the project, you guys forgot that to delete that particular account. And when a hacker tried to go through the system, he was able to fetch that one out and was able to use it to penetrate through the system. So you guys have to be conscious of things like that. Tech giants invest millions in training staff on technical data use and security. You see how important this topic is. So that is why people invest so much to lecture their teams on this so that they won't make costly mistakes for them. Even an invisible backend change can have huge ethical implication if it affects user. So you have to be conscious of all this. So let's look at this simple interactive game. And what would you do in this situation? So you spot a bug that only happens sometimes. So what would you do? Would you ignore it, report and document, patch quietly? So I would say you got to report and document it. You understand? So when you see bugs, that happens sometimes. Report and document it. Why are you documenting it? For future references. You receive a customer's full data file by mistake. What would you do? Explore it, delete and inform data team. Keep for later. I suggest you delete and inform data team immediately so that nothing will tempt you to go through the person's data to see what is happening there. So a team share an idea you disagree with. What will you do? Stay silent, criticize harshly, share your view respectfully. I suggest you share your view respectfully. You understand? So these are all part of what we are still talking about, work ethics. So what are the key takeaway from this training? So work ethics build trust and teamwork. Very important. Once there's work ethics, once you are obeying it within the company or within your organization, within your team, you find out that there's trust and teamwork is always stronger. You understand? They matter as much as technical skills. You understand? Ethical skills matter much as well. Technical skills. So that's how important it is. Ethical choices affect users, colleagues, and the company's what reputation. So one bad mistake you make can affect your colleagues, the way they perceive you or where they perceive the product. You understand? So let's be conscious of that. Everyone can model good ethical ethics daily. So this is a wake-up call for you that is not rocket science. It's something you can achieve through practice. You can become a better person within the work environment. So let's keep practicing ethics to build a better workplace together. So thank you guys and God bless for being part of this section.